Okay. All right, so I'm Marcus Trice, and this is FTT 214-6267 Hand Checkering Lab. And this is week 4 for assignment 2. And I'm doing a video for this assignment because I am overly frustrated with the checkering. Anyway, so the first is a 3-part question. First part is first summarize the checkering process, beginning with an unfinished stock and then ending with a checkered pattern. And so obviously we started off with a stock that SDI provided. It was in pretty rough shape. We had to sand it, go through all those different steps of sanding, getting it smooth, using the files, using the sandpaper, and then putting a finish on it. And I used the True Oil. And also, in that process, you want to make sure that the pores on the wood and the grain, it's filled with sand dust, and that oil gives you a really beautiful, nice finish. The next one, to continue on in that process, beginning with the unfinished stock and then ending with the checkered pattern. And so obviously, you have a stock that you have to put a pattern on, and you will first lay out your design, or come up with a design, then lay out the design on the stock, and then transfer that design to the stock, and you can use it marking the points of the master lines, and maybe even the enclosed portion of the pattern that you're going to be putting on. And then you're going to either draw on there with a pencil, which is not a good idea. Don't recommend a pencil. Or you can use a unmarking pencil, a pencil that you can literally erase off. It's more like a wax pencil. Couldn't find any anywhere. They're on Amazon, and packs are like 100, but I couldn't get them in time in order for me to finish this project. So I had to use a pencil. Pencil terrible. But anyway, with that, you've got the design on, and then you're going to start off with your master lines that are at the desired angle for those diamonds. And I went with 3.5. And then you would lay down some light lines, lay down your heavier lines. You would literally go over it 5 times, maybe even 6 times, until you've gotten the depth, the pattern down. And once you've got it to your satisfactory appearance, and then you would put True Oil or a finishing oil on top of it, and then you're basically finished. And that's basically how you would do checkering. You start off with nothing, go get a design, lay it out on the stock, start off with your master lines and a border, slowly, and then make those lines deeper, working, if you're right-handed, from right to left, until you get what you want, and then you oil it. So what was the most difficult steps in the checkering process? What, if any, did you learn from this experience that will make the step easier in the future? I learned a lot. I learned that checkering is really, really frustrating. I still don't think I have the appropriate or the right technique down. This is one of the unfortunate things about doing an online class, honestly, SDI. The process of checkering, I really, really think that you need somebody looking over your shoulder, making sure that you're doing it correctly. I think that the class should have been geared where you have some test wood, and you use this test wood, and then you advance onto the stock, so you can get the technique down with those particular tools. I think that either I was going too hard, maybe I was making my strokes too long, and then going over it a second time, or third time, fourth time. I was coming out of the guidelines and going into, going astray. And then with the cross pattern or the cross lines, going over the lines I've already done, sending the tool in the wrong direction. And so that really was the most difficult step, is I could probably get most of the lines down, and then once you go back to make them deeper, it would wander out. and then again, going across what you've already done. 2 of the most difficult steps. Refer back to week 1 discussion. Having completed a checkering assignment, has your position changed on checkering as a dying art? Why or why not? It's a dying art. You know, you've got to be really good at it. And if you're not good at it, you're not going to do it. And how many people are really good at it? Only a few. And, you know, more people there's less people probably getting into it, and the people that did do it are probably dying off. Some of the older masters, or maybe getting out of it. And in their mind, they're probably thinking, well, why would I checker? Most firearms rifles will come with checkering, usually. And a lot of the rifles now have polymer stocks, which is really sad, and they already come with checkering, laser checkering, I guess, or maybe from the mold when they're made. It is a dying art, I think, and I think that it's really sad, and I hope that it doesn't die off. I hope that, well, I know for myself, I know that I'm going to practice. I don't know how many times I did that one stock, sanded it down, redid it, sanded it down, redid it, sanded it down, redid it. I think I did it like 7 times. And I slowly improved, very slowly. I think I really need to get other tools, and then I think I broke the some of the cutters, some of the pieces in there broke off. So anyway, I'm going to practice and practice and practice until I can get reasonably good at it, and hopefully I can be good enough where people will bring me stocks, with the understanding that I'm still in a learning curve, and I would never work on anything of any value until I became good. But is it a dying art? Yes, I think it is a dying art, and it's a sad thing that it's a dying art. There are definitely people out there that are very good at it, and they'll probably get the majority of the business for that if somebody needs a stock checker. Overall, very interesting class, very interesting learning how to do this. I'm ridiculously frustrated that I couldn't do it. I consider myself one of those people that can pick something up and do relatively well with it. This, I could not. But anyway, I'm going to continue and practice.